Hello everyone, myself Kamaldeep Bhatia, and in this session we are going to discuss NDT, right? Non-destructive testing. So let us first start with the introduction of the NDT, that is non-destructive testing. So it is a form of ultrasonic inspection method, right? Inspection means to diagnose something or to detect something. So it is defined as the process of testing the material or any object without causing any damage or any breakage to the material, right? Without causing any breakage or any damage to the material, or without reducing the service life of the component. Okay, so basically non-destructive testing, as the name suggests, right, without any destruction, this testing is done. Okay, so there are certain objectives of the NDT. First of all, to improve productivity and to increase profit. Okay, so non-destructive testing is to be supposed to be done before you use conventionally the material or any object. So if this testing is done before, right, so you can increase the productivity, and which in turn will increase the profit. So in this way, to improve productivity and to increase profit, NDT is being used. Then to increase serviceability, of course, if there are any flaws in the material, right, which are detected before the usage of the material, then the service life of the material can be increased. Then to increase safety, right? So for example, if there is aircraft industry, and we know that aircraft industry requires very much before testing, right? So if testing is being done much before the aircraft is being used, then safety is for sure increased. Then one can detect defects in crystalline structure, right? If there are micro defects in crystals, so it can be detected using NDT, right? One can test material properties, right? We should have the knowledge of mechanical properties before using any object conventionally. So this method is used to test the material properties also. Then we should measure a size of cracks and holes of a material, right? For example, if we consider wood, if there are two blocks of wood, right, one is heavy and one is light. The lighter one will have blowholes in it, right? It will have pores in it. So it should be very much easier if we have a knowledge of where the holes or cracks and what are the sizes of holes or pores or cracks is there in a material, right? If we have the knowledge much before the usage, then it will be very helpful. Then to find the composition and their percentage in any material. Okay, we can also know the composition and percentage of the material, right? Also, one can detect internal stresses and strain with the help of NDT. Okay, if there are any internal stresses present in the crystal, then with the help of NDT it can be detected. So these are the objectives of NDT. Right, now let us discuss the difference between destructive testing and non-destructive testing, right? So as the name suggests, destructive testing is the testing in which the testing is being done, right, but it causes damage to the object, it causes a breakage of the object. Okay, so let us start with the difference between non-destructive testing and destructive testing. So first of all, in non-destructive testing, measurements are indirect and reliability has to be verified. While in destructive testing, measurements are direct and reliable, right? Of course, in non-destructive testing, we are using ultrasonic waves, right, which will give signals, right? So we cannot rely in signal as there may be any technical error or there may be any technical problem in the component, in the electronic component itself. So there may be measurement, the measurement may be something like incorrect measurements can also be done. So in non-destructive testing, measurements are indirect and reliability has to be verified. But in destructive testing, measurements are direct and reliable. Then non-destructive testing tests are directly conducted on the object, while in destructive testing, tests are not directly conducted on the object. Non-destructive test is very fast, right? All the methods of non-destructive testing is really fast. While in destructive testing, time consumption is very high, as in destructive testing, damage is being done, right? So until the whole testing is done, we won't be able to know where the damage is, where the problem is in the material in case of destructive testing. So non-destructive testing have qualitative measurements, right? In destructive testing, quantitative measurements are there, right? They are not qualitative. Measurements are not qualitative, right? Now, non-destructive testing, usually qualitative measurements are there, but quantitative can be also done, okay? Then in non-destructive testing, in-service testing is possible, which is not possible in case of destructive testing. Then if we talk about non-destructive testing, they are more costly, right, as they require high power and electrical components, okay. So it is costly, while destructive testing is less costly. Now non-destructive testing is used to find the properties of material and find out defects. Destructive testing is being carried out to find properties and behavior of specimen under different load. Right? If you want to know how the material, how any object behave under various load conditions. For example, if you are applying a fixed load, if you are applying a varying load, then how the material is behaving under load condition, then you can get this behavior of the material with the help of destructive testing, right? But if you want to find the properties of the material and if you want to find out defects, then you should use non-destructive testing. Okay. Then specimen is not damaged during testing. Right? In non-destructive testing, testing is being done without damaging the material, without damaging the specimen. While in destructive testing, specimen is damaged. Okay. Then defects can be found using NDT. But defects cannot be found using destructive testing. Okay, using NDT, defects can be easily found. They will this we will be understanding more in next sessions. Okay, defects can be easily found using NDT. Okay, now ultrasonic testing, liquid dye penetrant method, and eddy current testing are the types of non-destructive testing. And bending testing, tensile testing, compression testing, impact testing are the example of destructive testing. So these are the main differences between non-destructive testing and destructive testing. Okay, the main difference that distinguishes these two testing is that non-destructive testing, in non-destructive testing, damage is being not done, while in destructive testing, damage is caused to the specimen. Okay, so this is all about non-destructive testing. Okay, so now let us discuss some basic equipments that are being used in non-destructive testing method. So first of all, we have an electronic signal generator that generates electrical signal. Okay, that generates alternating voltage. So this is the most basic equipment that is being used in non-destructive testing. That electronic signal generator is used to generate alternating signal, alternating voltage. Now there is a transmitter, right? There is a transducer basically which acts as a transmitter to send ultrasonic waves, that emits a beam of ultrasonic waves when alternating voltage is applied. So ultrasonic signal generator and transducers are connected to each other. So as soon as the signal is being started and alternating voltage is produced, is applied, right, a transducer emits ultrasonic waves, a beam of ultrasonic waves. Then there is another transducer, right, which acts as a receiver, right. Normally what happens in some NDT methods, only one transducer is being used, which acts as a transmitter and receiver as well. In all different NDT methods employs a different number of transducer. For example, if there are two transducer, one is being used as a transmitter and one is being used as a receiver. So there is another receiving transducer, receiver that receives, that accepts the reflected ultrasonic waves from the specimen and convert it into electrical signal again. Then there is an amplifier. There will be a signal amplifier which will be used to amplify the signal which is received by the receiver. So what happens when the output is received by the receiver? This output is being amplified by the signal amplifier. Then there is an electrical clock or timer to measure the minute time, to measure the small time interval between the sending and receiving of the signal. So there a timer, electrical timer is being used, right, so that we can measure how much time is being taken by the reflected ultrasonic wave to come back to the receiving transducer. Okay, so these are the basic equipments. I am repeating again. First of all, electronic signal generator, which is used to generate alternating voltage, right, which will produce alternating signal, right, due to which the receiving transducer or transmitter which will emit a beam of ultrasonic waves, right, when an alternating voltage is applied. Then the receiving transducer accepts the ultrasonic waves from the specimen and converts it into electrical signal. Then an amplifier is used to amplify the signal which is received by the receiver, and an electronic clock or timer to measure the minute time interval between the sent and reflected ultrasonic waves, right, or sending and receiving of the signal. So basically a pulse generator, a signal amplifier, a time base, and a CRO, right, that is cathode ray oscillator, is being used so that we can see the defects in the form of waveforms in the CRO screen, and we can also measure time interval from it. Okay, so these are the basic equipments that are being used in NDT methods. Okay, thank you.